For the majority of our stay on Harris, we'd been looking out on this small, rugged, beautiful mountain just to the north of Northton, where we were staying, and I was really keen to get up it. And yeah, the morning light was amazing this particular morning, so I decided to head up it. But little did I know that when I got to the top, there was a really sad tale to tell from this mountain. Oh, good morning from the cottage, and it's going to be another beautiful day. So I've decided to start today with a hill walk, go up a mountain. We will be doing other stuff later on, which I'm really excited about, but for now I'm going to be heading up Maodal, I think it's called, which has got a number of meanings which I'll come on to, but you can see it from the front window of the lodge. So I'm going to head up there. There's no paths, it's going to be steep, but I think it's going to be spectacular. And I think there's something at the top. We've been seeing a little, I don't know if it's a cairn or something on the top of the hill. There's no paths up it, so I'm intrigued to find out what's at the top of the hill. So yeah, the sun is rising over Greabhal, and the North Harris mountains are looking amazing. So yeah, let's go and do this before the heat of the day builds up, and yeah, we'll do something more appropriate for that later on. For now, let's get moving. Right, I'm halfway up. Well, according to my altimeter, I'm probably a third of the way up. I'm going to go up the one next to Maodal. So Maodal's here, I don't know if you can see it behind me. The early morning sun's catching it, but because by the time I'd walked up the road from Northton, that's Northton down there where we're staying, I was almost near the second hill, which is higher, which is called Greabhal. So it's straight up here behind me. So I'm going to head up that one first. Why not? It's just under, I think, 300 metres. But what a spot. The views are just out of this world. It's an amazing place. There's no path, as expected, but just a steep, heathery trudge through, through the heather, funnily enough. But look at the other thing I was going to say. Look at this lichen. That's proper fresh air lichen. Look how big that is. I mean, you see lichen back home, but it doesn't get to grow to that height. It's wonderful. So anyway, let's go on and report at the top of Greabhal. Right, let's go. In terms of height, these two hills aren't the highest, but do not underestimate them. To get up onto the ridge here took a bit of effort because it was short, sharp and steep. Ah, the summit. Oh, nice wee cairn here actually. And this is Greabhal. What a view though, look at this. It's stunning. Absolutely stunning. Wow. What a place. I'll sit here for a while, I think. What a place. This is just lovely. I've got the camera sat on the wee cairn. I'm still intrigued to find out, it looks bigger than a cairn on Maodal, the other hill, the first hill I was going to be going up. So I'm intrigued to see if it's just a cairn up there or whether it's a trig point or a memorial or... Anyway, what a place. I've actually been watching the ferry leave Leavenborough. I think that'll probably be heading to the Uists, and that's the rest of the Outer Hebrides. I don't know if you'll make them out on the camera, but I can see them quite clearly. It's just a spectacular morning. There's a wee breeze. It's later in the year, so there's less midges anyway. I've not encountered one yet, which is great. But what a place. And these hills I suppose this is South Harris, they're not that high. This is just under 300 metres, I think, 260, 270. But because you've got that prominence from the sea and the views all around, they're great. And don't mistake them for easy hills, because they've not got a lot of elevation. There's no paths, and that was steep coming up there, but yeah, what a place. So we head over to Maodal. I'm intrigued to find out what this cairn is in the top, and I'm going to tell you what the different names are for Maodal. I've been looking at the Gaelic meanings, and there's a few there, all of which I think are quite apt. I don't know which one well, I know which one it'll mean, but yeah, I'll come on to that later on. But what a morning. What a morning. You can see sky now actually. The views down here in that sky, that's the, you can see the Coolin Mountains just about through the haze. What a place. Right, let's get going. I need to get back to the family. I almost don't want to leave this summit. The views are so nice, but let's head over to the second hill. I think the views from there are going to be just as spectacular. Might get some sort of beachy views, and yeah, let's go. Right, on to Maodal. After soaking up the views from Greabhal, it was time to head on to Maodal, and it was just a lovely walk across. There wasn't much steepness between the two hills, and the morning light and those views across the sea were delightful. And I could hear like, it sounded like voices on the hills, but it was just probably voices from down in the village wafting up on the breeze. But it was lovely, and it didn't take me too long before I was approaching the summit of the second hill. I can see the summit now. Oh, strange looking cairn. This is going to be interesting. I'll spin you around and show you just about there. Look at this. This is I've never seen anything like this before. It almost looks like a wee lighthouse. Oh, there's a plaque here. What does this read? Oh, it's a memorial. Erected in memory of the 10-man crew of the RAF Shackleton WR965 Dillon, who died tragically here on the 30th of April 1990. Their friends, family and fellow servicemen of the Royal Air Force, Lossiemouth, will never forget. Wow. Wonder what happened. I've just come a short distance from the memorial. Oh my god, look at this. What a spot. Definitely going to take some pictures here. I'll show you in just a minute. What a spot. I might just go a wee bit further down. Right, I've just been taking it on. What a viewpoint this is, but I honestly didn't realise it was a memorial up there, and I've done a wee bit of research, and on the internet it states that the memorial was for an air crash, as indicated by the plaque. On the 30th of April 1990, a Royal Air Force Shackleton Mk2 aircraft of number 8 Squadron RAF, based at Lossiemouth, crashed into this hill on the Isle of Harris whilst attempting to land the RAF Benbecula. All 10 crew on board died in the crash, which included the wing commander. The Shackleton was the last of the fleet. Yeah, pretty sad, really sad, and it's not that long ago really. Usually the Scottish Highlands are littered with wreckage from crashes, but I don't think I've come across one from 1990. I mean, that's well within my lifetime, and yeah, really sad. Yeah. I've put a link to an article written by Heavy Wally, who was the leader of the RAF Kinloss Mountain Rescue Team at the time, in the description below. Right, time to go. I think I've bought a new piece of kit and I'm going to use it later on. You'll have to wait and see what that piece of kit is though. Let me just phone. I'm actually going to phone and see if the the guys can see me. My son, let's see if he's going to wake up. I might wake him up. It's only 9:45 in the morning. None of them are answering. They must both be sleeping. Shocking. Let's go. I eventually managed to get in touch with my family, and we'll see how good the iPhones are, because my son's new iPhone, he's just videoed me on Zoom from the cottage down in Norton. Right, let's get back down. And oh, the suspense must be killing you. What's my new piece of kit? Oh, the excitement. Oh dear God. Right, I'll bring you back in a wee while. Let's go. I eventually pulled myself away from the summit, and I was conflicted. It's such a beautiful, beautiful place, but having read the information of what had happened here in the not too distant past, it put me in a sombre mood, a very sad tale for sure. Anyway, back to the series of videos, and as I've been doing with all these videos, I've posted some pictures that I took from this location at the end of the video here.